What's up, guys? It is Thursday night. Week 15 is here. It's Thursday night football. The 49ers and the Rams in about 2 hours. And so that means we got a little bit of time to help you get ready and set those lineups, answer those tough questions, many of which will come for tonight's game. Because, as usual, this entire season, we have no idea what to expect with the 49ers. So, we'll do our best. No promises. Can't tell you exactly what Isaac Guerendo is or isn't going to do, but he's supposedly, I don't even know if I can say he is going to play. They say he's going to play. Take that for what it's worth. So I know we're going to get a ton of questions about it, but what would you say right now, hypothetically, to the person who has Isaac Guerendo and you know nothing about his team or his format, his scoring, or anything else? How do you feel about Isaac Guerendo in fantasy?
Man, you can't feel good, but at the same time, it's like this is I just really wish he wasn't playing, because this is really one of those that could go either way, right? Like Isaac Guerendo could get 0 touches tonight and just stand there on the sideline all game. And everybody's like, what have I done? Why have I started this guy? Or he's fine, because apparently he says he feels good and it was just precautionary, and he gets every touch in the backfield, and everybody who benches him is like, what have I done? So, yeah. I think what I would say is I hope you have really good other options that you can just put in and not even think about Isaac Guerendo. That's what I would say. That's what I would hope.
Yeah. I mean, there are going to be some who are waiting and hoping for CMC to come back strong and have been going with Jordan Mason in the meantime. And, again, not that many running backs that have been injured seriously, but you never know, right? Some people probably did need Guerendo, but for the most part, I would rather not. I don't want to take a chance. It's not just even about being risk averse. It's because the particular situation of San Francisco and not believing what they say. And also, even if he's good, he's good, it's just a sprain. There is re-aggravation risk. And there's also risk that, he plays, but he's not really 100%. For a guy who relies on his speed, that's a big deal. So yeah, it's really gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun answering Isaac Guerendo questions. Almost as fun as Deebo Samuel, who we've talked about more this week than probably any other week throughout the season. So any changes there? I know it's possible. There's a squeaky wheel game here because he's been squeaking all week. So what do you think, Deebo, right now? Just a risky flex?
Yeah, this is almost like the same situation, except the good news is at least we know Deebo is healthy. So we know he's going to be out there, like he's going to play all his normal snaps. But this is another one of those where it really could go either way. Like you could put Deebo in your lineup and just regret it from now until Sunday, maybe now until August of next year, depending on how bad he does. Or you could leave him on your bench and maybe regret it from now until August of next year if he just has one of those vintage Deebo squeaky wheel weeks. So, yeah, I feel bad for people that have Deebo and Guerendo. Honestly, have to make this because if it was it's like week 5, it's like, okay, you get it wrong this week. If Deebo goes off on your bench, okay, fine, whatever, move on. Right? It's week 5, move on. This is it. You get it wrong this week, you're done. It's over. It's over. It's over. So, yeah, I just feel bad for people that have Deebo and Isaac Guerendo and have to make that decision this week. And by extension, you and I are going to have to probably make that decision a lot this week. More than I would in any of my fantasy leagues.
Yeah. I guess the good news is it's Thursday, so we'll be done with 49er questions early this week, right? After Thursday, no more Deebo questions. But that's also the problem is you have to make that decision if you have one of those tonight in your lineup. But that's the thing, like you said, is the risk here. You always talk about go for upside and, you don't want to play scared. But at the same time, you can't risk a really down game when you benched a good player for him in the playoffs. So we'll see. We'll see what we got here. We'll do our best. One thing I know I feel pretty good about, Brock Purdy should have a pretty nice game against the Rams because Rams defense not looking too good these days. I feel really good about Brock Purdy getting at least a yard. I think most people will agree with that. I say that because, as you know, we partner with Underdog. If you haven't tried Underdog yet and you sign up as a new customer right now, you get this free pick that you can take before the game. It's Brock Purdy. Just kidding, 1 yard. Takes the higher on 0.5 total yards, and you win that pick. You combine it with any other pick for tonight's game or the weekend or NBA or NHL or any other sport. All sorts of options on Underdog. So lock in your picks now before tonight's game. But you only get this free one if you sign up now and use code NGAME when you check out, because that gets you the free pick. It also gets you a deposit match of 50%, which means you could earn all the way up to $1,000 of bonus cash. So try Underdog now if you haven't yet, and use code NGAME when you sign up. Also, reminder that if you are just hanging out here, maybe you have some questions, but you're not completely sure, things might change before Sunday, it's not pressing, or maybe you forgot, you're like, oh, I wanted to ask a question, but I didn't think about it. Good news is, even if we're not live tomorrow, you can ask your questions at any time on Draft Lane. It's our app. It connects you with us directly. You ask a question, we answer it on the app, just like we do here. So it's a free download. Check it out right now from the App Store or the Play Store. It's called Draft Lane. But let's get to your questions tonight. No, we're going to have a bunch. It's it's been must win or win and in and all that. Now it's, for some of you, it's win or go home. Like, that's it.
Yep.
Some people are still fighting to make the playoffs or, get the bye, whatever it is. So let's see what happens. So CR set his alarm. Hopefully you're on here, because this comment was from about 3 hours ago, all the way from Germany, which it must be late there, right? It must be very late, early, but
yes.
It was early here. Handcuffed, got Benson, Miller, Gus on the bench. Drop one for Vidal or a defense.
I would probably just get it. Like, are you ever gonna start Vidal?
I doubt it.
Yeah, just get a defense. Just get a defense.
Yeah, if you're going to, it would probably be Gus. I would drop him forward just to hope that he takes over or Gus gets hurt. But that run game has basically done nothing since J.K. Dobbins got hurt. So, no more interest in Vidal. John, here we go. Didn't take long. Start 2, Guerendo, Tracy, Ramondre, 3 receivers, Metcalf, Tillman, Ridley, Flowers, Keenan, Elijah Moore.
And it's right off the bat a tough one because, okay, I can easily put Ramondre in. I can put Ramondre in. Fine, easy.
Right.
But I don't love Tracy this week.
Nope, not against the Ravens.
I'll say this, John. Right now, I'm gonna go Tracy over Guerendo. I'm very curious if we get any reports out of pregame warmup. How does he look? Is he running full speed? Is he not? I mean, I don't know, maybe if the reports during pregame warmup are like, wow, he looks great, he looks fine, he looks totally, then fine. Maybe I'll put Guerendo in, because I just don't love Tracy this week against the Ravens. So right now I'll say Ramondre, Tracy, but stick around, John, if you can. And I'll be following on Twitter to see if we hear anything about how Guerendo looks in warmups.
Yeah, I mean, good point, because wouldn't be shocking if he had some sort of a setback, or we hear some news about how, well, okay, they decide they're going to give him limited touches to protect him or something like that. Like, yeah. Of course, we'll probably find out nothing because it's Kyle Shanahan. In this case, I'm worried enough about Tracy. Sure, take a shot on Guerendo. So Guerendo and Ramondre. What about the 3 receivers?
Oh yeah, we still got to do that. Boy, this isn't much easier. Oh man, can I really sit?
Sit DK.
I don't think so. I think I'm going to go Ridley, DK. And I think I'm going to go Keenan. It's just my issue with Flowers. Not that the Giants are a tough matchup or anything, but what are the Ravens even going to have to do in this game? The Giants implied team total from Vegas is 13.5 points. Like, are the Ravens even going to, like, it's going to be halftime and they're already going to have 21 points and they're not even going to need to do anything in the second half because it's the Giants and Tommy DeVito. So I'm going to go Metcalf, Ridley, Keenan.
Yeah, that is a concern. The Ravens just really don't have to pass the ball. It's my Flowers and Metcalf is kind of a toss-up there, right? Let's go. But Metcalf was full in practice. Seems like he's
maybe he's finally 100%.
All right, so Ridley, Keenan, and DK. There you go. Let's get on to Mary Jo, the A-teamer. Welcome back, Mary Jo. 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, and a flex in a tight end. So got Hurts and Daniels.
Oh man. How do you choose? What? How do you choose here? I think I still have to go Hurts. Just feel better about tush push. And look, if there really is a AJ Brown squeaky wheel, that means probably a big touchdown to AJ Brown at some point in this game. I think I'm going to go Hurts over Daniels.
Yeah, I think so too, because also if you want to talk about maybe not being challenged, the Saints with whoever at quarterback, against Washington may not have to throw the ball much at all either. And we've seen, frustratingly from JD, there's some games where he doesn't get touchdowns because Brian Robinson's got one, and Austin Eckler's got one, and Chris Rodriguez has got one, and So yeah, I'm gonna go Hurts. At least the Steelers should challenge Philly enough. Connor, B-Rob, Bijan, Pacheco, and Tracy. We need 2 of those.
I mean, you got to play Bijan. It's just between B-Rob and Connor. Man. I think I probably have to give Connor the slight edge for the pass catching. Although I really, really do like B-Rob this week.
Yeah, that's also another close one. And then 2 receivers and a flex between AJ, Nico, McLaurin, Jennings, Evans, and Harrison. McBride. At least the tight end is easy. It's McBride.
Yeah, that's easy. I mean, how many points are we leaving on the bench here, Mary Jo? I'm gonna go AJ, Nico, and Terry. And I'm going to somehow bench Evans and Jennings and Brian Robinson and Jaden Daniels and Addison and Jacob. Wait, you have Jacobs? Oh, no, that's the opponent.
That's the opponent.
Oh, I was like, wait, what? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, these 8 teamers. Nico is the clear number 1 here. I like Terry McLaurin a lot. My debate is AJ, B, or Jennings. I think I would go Jennings. So either one is a good choice, though. And your opponent also has a good team. You're just basically going to root against the Vikings, it looks like. So good luck.
Yes.
And Brian is in the house. How we doing?
What's up, Brian?
Needs 2 quarterbacks. Says he is an underdog. Okay, Stroud, Goff, Geno.
I think I go Stroud and Goff. It's, I mean, it's not a great match. It's really not a great matchup for either Stroud or Geno. But I feel like Stroud at home versus Geno on the road in Green Bay. Or is he at home? Maybe he's at home. They Play at home.
Seahawks are at home. Yeah, they're both at home. They're all.
Can somebody give us a softball? Can somebody give us a softball question? I'll say this: your flex is a softball. I'll just take Jaden Reed and whatever. If he gives me the 0 again, oh well. Like, what is Javonte giving you?
Javonte, no.
Yeah, I mean, I know it feels scary, but Javonte feels scary.
I'll say Goff. Okay, they're you need upside, right?
Yeah,
they're all
Goff for sure.
Goff, maybe it turns into a shootout. Maybe the Bills' defense is just crumbling right before our eyes. I'll take a chance on Goff throwing for multiple touchdowns because it could happen, right? I think I would probably say the same thing with Stroud because Miami has been really good offensively lately. Maybe that game turns into a shootout, right? So, all right, Stroud and Goff.
There you go.
I don't know if this is an easy one, but Andre Fox must win.
Easy ones this time of year.
Please. Okay. And you were one
that's
of the first
easy.
10 team. Purdy or Tua?
Tua.
All right. Laporta or Rotten?
I'll just go Laporta and hope he scores.
Flex. And we don't know about Walker yet for sure.
Well, I'll say if Walker is out, I'll flex Charbonnet. If Walker plays, I'll flex Jacoby.
There you go. Hopefully, yeah. Still, again, hate to say it, still hoping Kenneth Walker just doesn't play.
Yes.
P, what's up? Here we are. Anything?
Lamar, Kyron, Bucky, Judy, Metcalf, J.J. Jones, Smith, Higgins, Denver, Virginia. I mean, the only people on your bench are Njoku, Tucker, and Algier. Obviously, if Njoku somehow plays, but he's probably not going to play, and you're not going to play Algier, so no, he look good. Looks good.
Looks like defense is either Denver or oh no, he has Denver versus Indy.
Yeah,
oh, got it. Yeah, no, that's it. Another league. Any changes here?
Not playing Baker, Patrick Taylor, Kendra Miller, Algier, Bucks. Yeah. Nah, because I don't really want to put Patrick Taylor in tonight and then have Guerendo actually play a bunch of snaps. Brees didn't practice again. I doubt he plays. But I think even if Brees somehow does play, I don't think Kendra Miller is a terrible pivot this week. He got 10 carries last week. He scored a touchdown. I think he'll get even more involved this week. Commander's actually much better against the pass than the run. So leave it how it is. And if somehow, some way Brees plays, then I guess I would pivot off of Davis to Kendra.
Well, one thing at least, we're not going to get probably any more Patrick Taylor questions. That's a good thing.
Well, yeah, true.
I mean, we shouldn't. J1364, half PPR on bye this week. Okay, so Keon Coleman's on waivers. Are you stashing him?
I mean, I don't see any reason not to stash him if you've got if you got somebody on the bench, like, I don't know, let's say you have like Josh Palmer on your bench or QJ on your bench, somebody that you're never really going to start ever. Why not just stash Coleman? What if he, it's the Bills are getting ready for the playoffs. What if they start integrating him more? I mean, they might not, but what if they do? Yeah.
It wouldn't hurt, but I don't know if regardless of how Philly's offense looks, I don't know if I would ever put him in over Devontae Smith necessarily, but it doesn't hurt. Cody. Okay, so worried about Evans and Bucky not practicing, firing up Rachaad White.
Oh, yeah. Especially if Evans and Bucky are out, yeah, for sure. But even if Bucky is out, I think you fire up Rachaad White.
Yeah, Bucky not looking good. Not looking good. Evans, you don't worry as much, but Bucky, you got to be worried. Coltrane, Padawan, start sit, Achane, Chase Brown, Devontae Adams, Nico Collins, Jonnu Smith, Terry McLaurin, Isaac Guerendo. Brees, Jerry Jeudy, K-Dot, and Cortland Sutton, Kenneth Walker, and Garrett Wilson.
All right, I'll assume 2-2-1. That's usually what I assume. So Achane, Chase Brown at running back. You thankfully don't have to worry about Guerendo. Nico, Terry. I'm guessing his lineup right now is Achane, Chase Brown, Adams, Nico, Jonnu, Terry, because that looks like tight end flex. Do I put Sutton in over Adams, though? Oh, man.
Yeah, that's
why? Why is this?
Judy's tempting, but based on matchup, I think we can sit him. Guerendo with this group, we can definitely sit him, but Sutton and Adams, that's the one. I'm just gonna go Sutton for ease of mind. Like I don't feel like he'll completely flop.
Yeah, I would probably go Sutton too, but I'll say I had both these guys on the booms. I don't know if you watched it. So, I mean, if you're feeling Adams this week, go for it. It's a great matchup against the Jags. Aaron Rodgers throws in the ball probably 5 times more a game than he should. So, if you're feeling Adams, go Adams. I don't hate that at all. It's very, very close for me between Adams and Sutton. So, if you're feeling Adams, just stick with it.
There you go. Jim Slim, Purdy or Tua.
Tua.
Wide receiver 1 and 2, Higgins, Judy, Jacoby, Thielen, Ridley.
Oh, man. I feel like I should say Higgins and Ridley, but I feel like Higgins, Thielen is maybe a little safer. But I think Higgins Ridley is your upside play, and it's the playoffs. You're not trying to play it safe and lose a close one. You're trying to win. So I'm going to go Higgins Ridley.
Yeah, Higgins, the one I feel best about. I think you do too. Jacoby might have been, not anymore, not with Desmond Ridder, probably a quarterback. We had this same or similar question on Draftline earlier today. Somebody had a group of receivers, and it came down to Thielen, Ridley, and said almost the exact same things. Look, I feel like it should be a big Ridley game. When we feel it should be a big Ridley game, it's not always a big Ridley game, like last week against the Jaguars. But the Bengals are, I think, worse defensively than the Jags these days. He's still getting a ton of target. The target share, the area, it's all there. So it should be the higher ceiling for Ridley. But if you want to play Thielen, and that's fine too. Trent Thompson. 12-team, full PPR starts it. Mayfield, Darnold, London, Lamb, Reed, Moore, Shakira, Achane, Connor, Swift, Kraft, and Kittle. 1, 2, 2, and a flex.
All right, I'm going to go Darnold at QB. Lamb and, oh, man.
Not Reed.
Definitely not Reed. It's between London and DJ Moore. I just wonder if I should just gamble on the upside at DJ Moore. I might. I think I'm going to go Lamb, DJ Moore here. I'm going to go Achane, Connor at running back. Although there's a flex, I'll just flex London. Yeah. Achane, Connor, Darnold at QB, London, Lamb, Moore.
Yeah, there you go. That's not exactly the same comparison, but the London Moore almost kind of feels like the Ridley Thielen, right? Like floor ceiling type debate. Moore has higher upside, but he's riskier. London is, I mean, you need to be capable of scoring a touchdown to have upside, and Kirk Cousins doesn't seem capable of throwing a touchdown, but
right.
London gets you the floor. So, but let's play them both. Problem solved. Last team in at 6 and 8. Let's go. Take it to the promised land.
Let's go.
Doesn't matter how you got in. You're in. You're in.
Nope.
It's all
everything prior to this week out the window. Whole new season now. Yep. Whole new season.
Robert Perky, Walker or Pacheco?
I'll just go Pacheco. He's taking over this backfield. It's not a terrible matchup. Walker can't be 100%. Just give me Pacheco.
Yeah, I don't want to wait on Walker. Jennings or Garrett Wilson?
I think I got to go Jennings. I like Garrett Wilson, but I got to go Jennings.
Yes. And then Thielen or Judy?
Thielen.
Should have known ahead of time, Robert. This is like how many leagues? A lot of decisions, and none of them are easy. Kyler or Herbert?
I'm just going to gamble on Kyler here. I'm not loving Herbert this week.
Yeah, I'm nervous about Herbert as well, so I'll go Kyler reluctantly. Lamb or Jennings?
Lamb.
Yeah, Kyron or Aaron Jones?
Kyron.
Yeah, go Kyron as well. AJB or Garrett Wilson?
Oh, man. I think I'm going to go Garrett Wilson. I may regret that one. If they really do grease up AJB.
We'll see. I would go Garrett Wilson as well. Okay, here's Guerendo, Mooney or Tracy?
I'm just going to go Mooney.
Yeah, assuming, yeah, they're all PPR. Okay. Knicks or Kyler?
This is close, but I think Knicks is a little safer. I wish he was running more. I don't know why he stopped running the football, but
I know.
Just feel like Knicks is a little safer. I'll go Knicks.
Yeah, I'll go Knicks as well. That's it for today, but more coming tomorrow. All right, Robert, we're here for you.
Good luck. Good luck, Robert.
No, should say Saturday. We'll be here Saturday.
Yes.
Brian James, 2 receivers and a flex between Lamb, Myers, BTJ, D-Hop, Jonnu, Pollard, and Pacheco.
Man. Doesn't say scoring. I'm kind of feeling Lamb, BTJ, D-Hop if it's PPR. If it's half or non, I might go Lamb, BTJ, Pollard.
I think that's fair. You know, the one thing ironically, I feel a little worse about Pollard this week facing the Bengals, even this horrible defense I just said, but it's really in the passing game they've been worse, far worse. And you got to worry, right? They're not going to be able to run the ball as much as they want. Joe Burrow's still going ham, so I would go Lamb for sure. That's the easy one. If it's full PPR, wish it could be Myers. I don't think it can be Myers anymore. So BTJ and D-Hop. Nemesis. 2 QBs have Burrow. Okay, so it's either Goff or Stafford.
I'm going to go Goff here. I'm not feeling a big Stafford game tonight. It sounds like Nick Bosa is going to play on the road in San Fran. I think that Bills-Lions game is going to be a shootout, so I'm going to chase that upside with Goff.
Yeah, obviously very similar type of quarterbacks. Not good matchup for either one, but give Goff the edge because he's at home, and like you said, it could be a shootout. Same league, QJ, Deebo, and Downs.
Yeah, I'll just go Deebo here because I don't feel great about QJ and Downs, so I'll take a chance. I'll take a chance that Deebo gets a squeaky wheel game.
Right. With these options, go Deebo. Not even sure if Downs is even 100%. Carl, so let's go to a Guerendo question. Do I start Guerendo over those guys? No.
Yeah, probably not over those guys. I did just see he is on the field warming up. So we'll keep an eye and see if we hear anything about how he looks.
Yeah. But look, if you Connor, no. Dowdle, no. AJ Brown,
yeah.
No. Samuel. Who to start? 2 running backs, 2 receivers, 2 flex in full. Jacobs, Bijan. Is that Bijan?
Yeah, you start those 2, definitely.
Okay. Bijan or Bijan. Guerendo. Okay, no. So no to Guerendo here. Nico Jennings. That's the first 2. Nico and Jennings.
Yep.
Okay, but who to flex?
Flex is going to be tough. Because I don't feel great about Flowers, DK, or Jameson this week. man. Guerendo. All right, I'll say this, Samuel. Try to stay on if you can. Hopefully you can. Let's see if we get any updates on how Guerendo looks in warm-ups, if he's taking first team reps, second team reps, right? Like, are they splitting? If it sounds good for Guerendo, if the 49ers beat writers I follow are like, yeah, he looks great, he looks fast, he looks fine, like no noticeable whatever, then maybe just go Guerendo in the flex. Well, don't flex him because you shouldn't flex a Thursday night player, but put one of the other running backs in flex. If it doesn't sound too encouraging, I probably just go DK Metcalf.
This is a case where, again, I have decent players, right? They're deep. I mean, come on, they should be way more than decent. Zay Flowers and DK Metcalf and Jameson. I mean, they have been up and down for fantasy, but I wouldn't risk Guerendo here. This is me being risk averse. I'm like, I get something and potential for a big play, big game from Flowers, from DK. So, I mean, Jacobs, Bijan, no brainers. Nico Jennings for sure. I would go Flowers and DK. Let's hope for that.
Wait, there's game. 2 flexes?
For both flexes.
Oh, 2 flex? Yeah, so I mean, I'm okay just going DK and Flowers, but if you don't want to risk it, although can't say that DK and Flowers aren't risky.
Well, that's the thing. They're all risky for different reasons. John Wickering, 2-2-1 and a tight end. Stevenson, McCormick, JT Cook, Bigsby, Jennings, Lamb, Neighbors, McConkey, Auden, and Juwan Johnson.
I'm going to go JT and Stevenson at running back. Jennings, Lamb at wide receiver. I'm going to go McConkey at flex if he plays. Man, I mean, do I want to go? Can I really? I think if he doesn't play, I'm going James Cook. I just feel like this is going to be such a high-scoring game. I think Cook could have one of those 2-touchdown games. So McConkey if he plays, otherwise James Cook at the flex, and then Auden at tight end.
Sounds good. Yeah, you could be a pretty good option. I mean, I'm glad you're active, John. You got those players in the waiver wire, but this is a case where you mostly dance with who brung you, I guess. Benny Black, what is up? He said his worst team made it to the playoffs was Kyler Dowdle, Sincere, AJB, Evans, J-Mo McBride, and Denver. But again, you're in. Knicks over Kyler, I think we already said yes to that.
Yeah, I might do that this week.
Jay Lee, sorry. Purdy or Kyler?
I think I'm going to go Purdy. I like Purdy in this matchup against the Rams. Let's go Purdy.
Yeah, Purdy in a better matchup. He's back in the circle of trust, unlike Kyler. Rise. What's up, Rise? Is Pitts worth? No.
Never again. When I do my 10 players I will never draft again video, Kyle Pitts might be on there multiple times. I might talk about him multiple times. He might take multiple spots.
It's worthy of a video all unto himself. Do not draft him ever again. Here's why. A manifesto. Again, it's just because of his name, his pedigree, where he was drafted. You know how many 3-4 years ago? Doesn't matter. Look at his numbers now. So I mean, I get it. I get the thinking here, but Stephon Barr, best bet at running back. No, I wouldn't say these are phenomenal. McLaughlin, Taylor is probably a hard no now. Braylon Allen, Tyjae Spears.
Yeah, you're probably just going to have to go with Braylon Allen. It doesn't look good for Brees, so probably just going to have to go with Braylon Allen.
Yeah, with Guerendo active and Taylor, no, you can't. I'm not starting any Denver running back. I don't care which one it is. And Tyjae Spears has done nothing. So just hope. Yeah, because Brees Hall doesn't sound like he'll play. Let's go Braylon Allen and hope he gets more run. Frosty wants a ceiling at tight end. Berg, Henry, or Muth?
I think Muth has the most touchdown upside here. I know Ferguson has a good matchup, but man, like saw more Schoonmaker than I would have liked last week. So I'm gonna go Muth.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is kind of the same conversation with other than Trey McBride, who is a clear outlier because he is capable of catching double-digit passes without scoring a touchdown. You need touchdown upside, right? At tight end, especially. And yeah, Jake Ferguson doesn't have any touchdowns. It's crazy. Henry has some, but I think Muth has the most. So let's go with Muth. Let's also do impromptu lightning round. Let's answer some of the non-super chats. So guys, the super chats are piling up quickly. It's Thursday and it's almost game time, so we want to make sure we don't leave anybody waiting too long. But let's do this. Daniel Flores, Thielen or BTJ? No, it's not easy.
I think you got to go Thielen here.
Yeah, less risky. What about Dan Ross, Sincere McCormick, or Calvin Ridley?
Yeah, Calvin Ridley. Way more upside. Way more upside.
Yes. Griffin, MPC, Deebo, or Downs?
Deebo.
Quiddy, 907, Waddle, or Wilson?
Wilson. Although I don't hate Waddle this week, but I like Wilson way more.
Yeah. And I know it's only Thursday. I did see that he was on the injury report with a hamstring. That's never a good sign, but you never know if it's maintenance or what. So I'm not panicking, but yeah, I'm going to start Wilson either way. And then Jackie B, Hurts or Darnold?
Hurts.
Yeah, you were not sitting Hurts. All right, and then we have from One Deer, a unique situation. Like those down 20, it's a 2-week format. AJB is the flex, also have Rico and Hurts. Would you sit AJB for Rico?
Nah, especially down 20. You need that vintage AJB game this week. I mean, I like Rico, but let's say Rico does what he does last week and gets a touchdown. Okay, that's like 20, a little over 20, which is fine. Like you're going to take that, but man, AJB has 30 plus upside. You need one of those vintage. You need to hope you get one of those vintage AJB squeaky wheel games. So let's roll with AJB.
Yeah, I know you're thinking, well, last week I wish I would have started Rico over Brown, but it could be the opposite this week. You outsmart yourself, but you need upside. Let's see. Let's just see if it happens. If it's the squeaky wheel game, let's go Brown. Zachary Savoy, Jawan Zay, Calvin Amari needs 2.
I'm gonna go Jennings and Ridley.
2 running backs: Guerendo, Connor, Tracy, Achane, and Gibbs.
Yeah, Achane and Gibbs, and then I'm probably gonna flex Connor.
Right. You can definitely sit Guerendo here.
Yeah.
Chris Matthews. Thank you, Chris. Let's see where the question is. Oh, it's up here. Well, this is not a fun one, but I think I know. Jefferson, Kupp, Devontae, or Tyreek, which 3 to play and who sits?
Yeah, I think Devontae Adams has to sit here. I can't sit those other 3. No way.
Right. Look, Devontae Adams was really good last week. Devontae Adams could be really good this week also, but I mean, there's no universe where Jefferson should ever be benched. And Tyreek should smash this week. I could see Kupp maybe just having an okay game, but I'm not going to sit him for Devontae. All right, then let's get to what's up, Boomer, by the way. Billy Joe. Pick 2, Judy, Keenan, Jennings, D-Hop.
Jennings. Oh, geez. Maybe I just roll with Judy here. He's been so good. I really like Keenan and D-Hop this week. But I think you got to just keep rolling with Judy. Jennings and Judy.
Yeah, this one is very tough across the board. Keenan is the one you feel like, he's had those 2 touchdown games. He's coming on. He's gonna be in a spot to produce, but there's uncertainty. I think Judy has the highest floor here. And then another league, Myers or Mooney.
Well, if we hear like Saturday that it's going to be Aiden O'Connell, I'll go Jacoby. But if it's going to be Desmond Ridder, I'll just go Mooney.
Right. Yeah, I can't. If it's Ridder, I just can't. I can't go Myers. O'Neal, Patak, Laporta, or Jonnu?
Gotta still go Jonnu. I know it was almost a disaster for Jonnu last week, but it wasn't a disaster, and he's now had 4 straight really good games, so I'm putting him back in my lineup.
Yeah, I don't think Jonnu will just suddenly disappear from this offense. So I think you're fine with Jonnu. It's not very good.
You said Waddle popped up with a hamstring injury?
Yeah, I saw that on the little stream notifications. I didn't read
if
into
Jalen
it.
Waddle misses, that would make Jonnu borderline a must start.
That would be huge. But again, we don't know. It's still not even Friday. This one, I think Jeremy really wants to start Deebo.
Okay, go for it.
Addison or Thielen?
Oh, I think you gotta go Addison here and chase that upside. I think you gotta go Addison and chase the upside. Thielen has the floor if you want to just play it safe, but man, Addison, too much upside, I think.
Michael Marowitz.
Well, since you have Pollard, I don't know what you mean by Sharp and Pollard or Guerendo. Like you're saying you're starting Charbonnet no matter what, and then Pollard or Guerendo. I don't really get this. If you're picking one of them, because I really if Kenneth Walker doesn't play, I really want to have Charbonnet in my lineup. So. And I think because you have Pollard, I don't feel like I have to force Guerendo in tonight just in case Walker plays. Because if Walker plays, it's fine, I'll play Pollard. It's okay. So if that's what you're asking here, then I'll just wait. And if Walker's out, I'll play Charbonnet. And if Walker somehow plays, I'll just play Pollard. Hopefully I'm understanding this question correctly.
Yeah, it's hard to say if you need one or two of these guys. And very risky for Charbonnet. That's the more annoying one on because now we have to wait. At least Guerendo, we're okay, he's playing, but
right.
It might also come down to who your plan C is. If you don't play Guerendo and then you wait for Sharp and then Sharp doesn't start, because Walker plays, and you need a second one of these, I would say definitely lock Pollard into at least one of the spots. I would probably wait for Charbonnet is what I would do, but hopefully you have a good plan C. And then Muth or Andrews, I'll go Andrews.
Yeah, Andrews.
Let's see. We got Michael J. JSN or Jennings?
I know JSN's been really good, but who's been even better? Jennings. I think you got to play Jennings.
Jennings, close to a must start this week. John Wickering now flex 1, Bucky, Shakir, B-Rob, or Harrison?
I'm going to go B-Rob.
Yeah, I like B-Rob
and then Jay Lee's saying we skipped him, which I think we did. I don't remember this question.
I know we did a Jay Lee question, but maybe it's a different one. Murray, Bo, or Tua?
Tua.
Jennings or BTJ or Rashad White?
Jennings.
Jennings, again, just said he's pretty close to a must start, very strong start. And then Tua is, you said your favorite quarterback of the week who it wasn't in the must starts, which is what, 5 guys?
Correct.
4, 5 guys.
Right.
All right, there you go, Jay. Dennis J. How do you feel about putting Thielen in for Wilson?
For Garrett Wilson, I still go Garrett Wilson. I think in this matchup he has more upside. But I don't hate it. I mean, I don't hate Thielen this week, so.
No, Wilson has more upside, but again, Thielen might be safer. You could do it. I wouldn't hate it. Not thrilled with Kamara lately. Would you actually bench him for Charbonnet?
Oh man,
that's bold.
It's bold. I don't know if I could do it, but I mean, this is win or go home time, so I don't know if I could do it.
I mean, the only way you even consider it is Walker's just completely out before Sunday, right? If you know in advance, like if we know tomorrow, that yeah, he's not gonna make it. So, like he's dying or something. He's not gonna make it. I would just keep Kamara in there. I don't know. Very risky because even if Kamara doesn't run the ball that much or run the ball very well, he can catch like 8, 9, 10 dump offs because that's probably what the offense is going to be at this point with the Saints. Yeah. That's almost entirely what they're going to plan. Just find him. Don't throw an interception. Of the people, welcome back. I saw the question. Here it is. Need to flex, have Henry and Chuba running back, Tyreek and Terry at receiver, leaves B-Rob, Connor, Evans, Ridley.
Need to flex between these guys. I think in PPR I still got to go Evans. Connor would be second for me if Evans misses. Maybe Ridley, but I think I still go Connor.
Yeah, these guys are all close in full PPR. Evans is still not practicing from what I know. This is not encouraging, but it's also Mike Evans. Maybe he doesn't need to. I think if I'm still concerned that maybe he's just not good health-wise, if I hear something about it, I might pivot to Ridley. But it should be Evans. Kevin King needs a quarterback. Stafford, Stroud, or Herbert?
Oh, man. None of the above. If Ladd plays, I guess I'll just go Herbert against the Bucs. I don't love Stroud this week. I don't love Stafford tonight. Of course, you have to decide on Stafford tonight. I mean, I think Stroud's okay. They are at home. It's a big game. I don't know. Herbert if Ladd plays, otherwise Stroud.
Maybe I should abstain from this question because I was going to say Stafford. This one is, Kevin, this is tough for all the reasons that, not great matchup for any of these guys. Herbert actually does. It should be a good matchup. Tampa's defense has been a little bit better, but man, that Herbert doesn't seem healthy. Ladd obviously is not 100%. They haven't thrown the ball as much after they started to. I just don't know what's the upside here. Stafford, I feel, has a ceiling because he's got Puka. He's got Cooper Kupp. This might turn into a shootout. I'm not saying it will, but I think I just feel better about his ceiling than the other two. So that's what I would do. Jamil Fasin. In half, sit one, Nico, JJ, Hill, Chuba, Bijan, Gibbs.
So are we sitting one of each or just one total?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It says 6, like a 6-man league. I guess that explains this roster.
I mean, it's either Chuba or Gibbs. Actually, it's half PPR. Well, I can't sit those receivers.
No, can't. I don't think you can sit those receivers. My eyes went to one of the guys I called a boom this week, but I think Chuba would be the one I would sit. And if you need this, well,
yeah.
You
Yeah,
need to sit a receiver. I don't know. You needed to sit a receiver. What would it be, Tyreek?
I guess. I guess. Oh, the joys of the 6-teamer.
Okay. How about this? Here's a Guerendo question. I don't know. These are not. AJ Tiras. Guerendo or Ramondre?
I think I just go Ramondre. I like Ramondre this week. It's not a bad matchup for him against the Cardinals. He had almost 100 yards and 3 catches last game before the bye. I'm just gonna go Ramondre.
Yeah. Solid enough running back. I'm not going to take the risk. I don't have to worry about it. All right, Boomer, thank you for the gimme. He's giving you an easy one. You wanted a softball. How about JD or Jameis?
Yeah, JD.
Although
JD, let's go. Let's go, JD. This is where you take over Rookie of the Year from now until the end of the season.
Yeah. If you wanted a real softball, it could have been like Tommy DeVito or JD.
That would have been right.
It's like that's more like a slow pitch baseball.
It's like a knuckleball that doesn't knuckle.
Okay, here's a Paul Skeens 102-mile-per-hour fastball. Johnny Mittens. In a guillotine league, I love it because we hardly get guillotine questions, but I love guillotine leagues. Kittle, Kelsey, or Jonnu?
What?
Yeah. Every week it's win or go home.
I just think Kittle has the most upside of these guys. Kittle always has the potential for 2-3 touchdowns. I think he's been unbelievable this year. I think just got to go Kittle.
Yeah, I'm going to go Kittle as well. Kelsey, ironically, is the one who I would feel the worst about. I think he's got the lowest floor, right? Because we've seen him disappear sometimes, and maybe they don't need to throw it to him. Might have gone Jonnu if not for last week, worrying me a little bit, but let's go Kittle. Andres Gerborio. How's it going? If Njoku's out, here are the lovely choices. Juwan Johnson, Dalton Schultz, Kyle Pitts, Noah Fant, Mike Gesicki.
I mean, if these are your choices, I can't imagine the other is too good. I'll probably just go Juwan Johnson. At least, like, who else are they throwing it to? I mean, at least he gets short little passes. Maybe he can give you a floor.
Yeah, I'm guessing Fryermuth, Hunter Henry, those guys are not available. I mean, maybe the guy who's available is Hank Calcaterra, but I don't think I would put him over any of these guys. All right. Let's hope Njoku plays. Oh, what about Jordan Akins, the backup in Cleveland?
You do you.
Maybe. I mean, compared to these guys, maybe.
Maybe.
Flex, Tracy, Tanker, Flowers.
Yeah.
Denver, Falcons, or Cowboys defense.
I think you got to go Denver this week, right? Against Colts? Against Colts.
Right. Yeah, I know Atlanta gets the Raiders and Desmond Ridder, but still, Atlanta's not a good defense. I'd rather take the good defense against a mediocre opponent than the bad defense against a bad opponent. Sticky got the membership. Thank you, Sticky.
Nice. Welcome.
Sticky did have a question earlier. Oh, no, here's another one. Okay. How's it going? Helped me already, but potential weather tonight. I haven't heard anything about weather.
Like, they're saying maybe light rain for the first half only. There's no weather tonight.
No, nothing that should change your decisions. Yeah, okay. So earlier his comment on it said something about AJBs is tearing him apart. So 2 and a flex. Nico, AJB, Cup, Jennings, DK.
Yeah, I know you're saying, but I mean, I think when you have Nico, Cup, and Jennings, I think you just don't have to worry about AJB. Like, this is one of those decisions where if I bench AJB and he has a 30-plus point game, yeah, I'm going to be like, oh, man, especially if I lose, but I'm not going to, kick myself over it. I started Nico, Cooper Cup, and Jennings. So, yeah. I think you just go Nico, Cup, and Jennings, and you leave it up to the fantasy gods at that point.
Right. like if it comes down to AJB or DK, that's tough. I would probably just take a chance on AJB, but Nico Cup and Jennings, not tough. Jim Slim, last question. Purdy or Bo Nix with Tua is on the bench, willing to drop Ridley for? Wait, on the bench, or you mean on waivers? I think you mean on waivers.
Okay, go get Tua, but don't drop Ridley for Tua. Drop like Bo Nix for
Drop
Tua.
Bo Nix. Yeah,
drop Bo Nix. You don't need 3 quarterbacks.
And if Tua's available, no one's going to pick up Nix. Tua's like 83% owned last I checked, and Nix was like in the 60s. So, yeah, you don't need a third quarterback. Sal Palumbo, full PPR. Go Guerendo over Tracy or Rashad.
See, this is tough because if Bucky doesn't play, I would definitely just go Rashad. But I don't think Bucky Irving practiced again today. I mean, how healthy is Bucky Irving?
He's not.
I'd probably just go Rashad White here.
And I don't feel good about Bucky even if he does play. He's not going to get a full. He's not going to be the workhorse, right? Rashad White will at least split touches with him, which makes him startable. Yeah, I'm just going to go Rashad no matter what. Also need 3 between Juwan Neighbors, Garrett Wilson, Waddle, JSN.
All right, I'm going Juwan, Garrett Wilson, and JSN.
Jennings for sure. Lock him in tonight. JSN is probably your second best, and Garrett Wilson is my third favorite here. Phil, the real deal. Start one. Wait, what does that say? J8? LJ8. Oh, LJ8. Lamar Jackson, of course. The number. Barkley, Monty, Addison, JSN, Kittle, Sutton. On the benches, AJB, Darnold, Dowdle, Evans, Higgins, Bucky, and Deebo. Money on the line. I want to get Higgins in my lineup somehow, but I don't know who I would sit.
I mean, I would sit JSN for Higgins or even Addison for Higgins.
Yeah.
Honestly, I might sit Addison and JSN for Higgins and AJB. I mean, you got Evans too.
Yeah. Running back, you're good. I don't think you want to start Rico. Full PPR, so you want to flex a receiver. I'm putting Higgins in over JSN. Addison, AJB, that's the toss-up. You're going AJB?
Yeah, or even Evans if you don't want to risk it, but Evans is kind of risky too.
All right. Leave it at that.
Another team with just like so many good choices.
Yeah. Selena Ortega. Who to start? Pollard, Walker, Pacheco, White, Monty. Neighbors, London, Lamb, Higgins, Judy. I guess we'll assume 2, 2, and 1.
Yeah, let's go Monty, and I think right now I'm going to say Monty and Rashad White, assuming Bucky is out or severely limited. I'll say Lamb, Higgins at wide receiver. It doesn't say scoring. If it's full PPR, I think you got to keep rolling with Judy. If it's PPR half, I'll roll with Judy. If it's complete non-PPR, I might go Pacheco.
Yeah, not hard to say the format and all that. I'll just do the rankings for running back. Monty 1, White 2. I think Pacheco 3, Pollard 4, Walker 5, even if he plays. I would put Lamb 1, Higgins 2, then London, Judy, Neighbors. All right, hopefully that helps, Selena. And Courtney Schultz. Welcome, Courtney. Needs 2 receivers, 2 running backs, and a flex. This is full. Have St. Brown, Jennings, McConkey, Reed, and Palmer. At running back, Cook, H.N., Tracy, and Charbonnet. And then Hurts or Daniels.
Wow. All right. 2 wide receivers will be St. Brown and Jennings. 2 running backs will be Achane and Charbonnet if Walker is out. If Walker plays, I'll go Achane and James Cook. And then I'm going to flex McConkey if he plays. If McConkey doesn't play and I'm playing Charbonnet, then I'll flex James Cook. If McConkey doesn't play and Walker plays, which means I'm playing James Cook, I'll probably flex Tracy because I am not starting Jaden Reed. Not doing it.
No. That's
So
the
hopefully you got all that, Courtney.
Yeah, the easy part of this is don't play Jaden Reed. And Hurts and Daniels, that is tough. And again, we talked this out earlier. I could see JD having a bigger game, but we've seen it a couple of times middle of the season where he just doesn't need to throw touchdowns because the running game is so effective. I know Eckler's out, but still. Let's just keep Hurts in there. All right, good luck, Courtney. Von Dulce needs 2-2 and a flex. Dowdle, Pacheco, Kamara, Taylor, Terry, DK, Garrett Wilson, Keenan Allen, and D-Hop.
All right, going to go Kamara and Dowdle at running back. Terry, Garrett Wilson at wide receiver. Again, we need to know if it's PPR, half PPR, non-PPR. Because it really makes a difference here. Because I could consider flexing DK, Keenan, or Pacheco, but I think, or even D. Honestly, I could consider any of these guys as a flex. Honestly,
yeah.
I will say in one of my leagues where I have DK and D Hop, we're going D Hop. So if it's full PPR, but I still might like Keenan a little more than. Oh man.
It's the Bears are like, we know the Packers are annoying. Like, we just know we don't want to start Packers unless we have to, right? Because it's just aggravating. The Bears are kind of annoying in the sense that one of them is at least going to go off the receivers, but you just don't know which one. But I still think Keenan. Look, it's playoffs. We want upside. I think Terry, Garrett Wilson, and probably Keenan is third.
All right, go Keenan because it's close between him and D Hop. So go Keenan, assuming it's PPR, of course.
And then Marwan El Sakut, doing good. Yes, definitely doing well. 1 running back, 2 receivers, 1 flex. Bucky, Ramondre, Hall. Okay, Ladd, Jennings, Judy, Flowers, Smith. Yeah, well, I think we could just scratch out the injured guys and say go Ramondre at running back.
Yeah, let's just go Ramondre at running back. I'm not playing Hall or Bucky even if they play, honestly. I'm going to go Jennings. I will say you need 2 wide receivers and a flex. So I'll go Jennings, Judy, and then Ladd if he plays. If Ladd doesn't play, I'll go Flowers.
There you go. Perfect. At least you can wait on Ladd, but don't wait on Jennings. Put him in. Caleb G, starter sit, Love or Stafford?
Here I might go Stafford. Even though I don't love Stafford this week, I also don't love this week. Yeah, I'll just go Stafford here.
Stafford barely, not Rodgers. No thanks. 2 running backs, 2. I actually didn't see him there. I didn't just conveniently ignore him, but I don't feel bad. 2 running backs, 2 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 flex. Is that Saquon? All right. B-Rob, Dowdle, Cup, Wilson, Evans, Jennings, and then Kraftmuth, Kincaid.
You got to start Saquon, obviously. Saquon, and then I go Brian Robinson slightly over Dowdle. I just like his touchdown potential more. Jennings and Cup at wide receiver. Wilson, Evans, Wilson.
Yeah, I thought, honestly, rest of the season, it was just going to be easy. Just Mike Evans, you got him, you start him. And then I don't want to bench him necessarily, but again, what I worry about is why, if he is healthy, did they go to Jalen McMillan more last week? Why did Evans not do anything in a pretty good matchup? Why is he not practicing at all ever?
Right. Yeah, maybe just go Garrett Wilson.
Yeah. And then tight end, going with the Muth.
Yeah, I think I'll go Muth here. It's close between him and Kraft, but I like Muth a little better.
All right. And then we have Arturo Houston, 12-teamer. What are we going to do here with HN, B-Rob, JT, Tracy, Nico, JJ Jennings, JSN, BTJ. Must win. Okay, so it doesn't say how many. It does say it's PPR, though.
Okay, well, that's good. I'll assume 2-2-1, which I usually do. So I'm going to go Achan. Oh, man. Could I put Brian Robinson over JT? I think I might. I might go Achan, Brian Robinson, Nico Jefferson. I assume you need a flex, so that'll be Jennings. Chargers get Bucks. Arizona. I think I'll go Arizona defense this week. So HM, B-Rob, Nico, JJ Jennings, Arizona.
Yeah, so Arturo, if you happen to need 3 receivers, it would be Nico, JJ Jennings, and then flex, JSN. But if
I don't
no, could I go with JSN?
I mean, I do, but how low are we on JT? Like, we're just gonna like.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I got JT. No, that's fine. You can flex JT. What I was gonna say is, if you only need 2 receivers in a flex, and we're flexing Jennings, you'll probably put Jennings at wide receiver, and then I guess you're flexing Nico.
Yeah, anybody on the stream right now, do not put a Thursday night player in your flex. So if you have 3 wide receivers starting, and one's on tonight, like Jennings or Deebo, put them in your wide receiver slot and move one of the other wide receivers to flex. Do not flex a Thursday night player.
Right. And then real quick here, Daniel Botti has a question. What's ringing for defense? Well, I'm glad you asked.
Check back tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning? There you go.
Yes, tomorrow morning.
We did not rank every single defense because that just seems completely unnecessary. But if you don't have one of those top 12 defenses, it probably doesn't matter much anyways. But yes, defense rankings, not just for this week, but for the playoffs. So check that out. A lot of good information there. Flacco, what's up? 1 yard equals 1 point. There's not one of those crazy leagues like Joe.
Okay.
So we're looking for yardage. We're not looking for touchdown upside. We're looking for yardage. Jennings, Cup, Higgins, DJ Moore, Thielen, and JMO.
Yeah, I don't know. Does that really change your rankings?
A little bit because, you can just ignore touchdowns. I guess. I don't know how much touchdowns are worth in this league. I don't want to ask, but you don't worry about floor and receptions. Just who could have a big high ceiling game, right? I'm not going to go with JMO. I'm not going to go with. No, I don't know who I'm going to go. I'll probably just go with the first 3.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to go with the first 3. I don't know. Maybe if I played in this league and like every week experienced the effects of 1 point per yard, maybe I'd have different views. But I'm just going to go with who I think are the best 3, and that's the first 3.
Yeah. J.R. Fuentes needs 2. Metcalf, Ridley, Thielen, Stevenson.
It doesn't say scoring, JR. JR, you've been with us forever, buddy. You should know to put the scoring in there. I'm going to assume PPR. I'm going to say Ridley, Thielen.
Yeah, and especially I was wondering about Guerendo or K9. Both are questionable. Still have Stevenson. So just hang on and play Stevenson.
Yes, just play Stevenson, yes.
And Terminator has been here since the dawn. 1 first week. All right.
Nice.
In need of a QB. Wow. Okay. Cooper Rush, Bryce Young, Anthony Richardson, Caleb Williams, or Matt Stafford.
Well, I'm going to eliminate the first 2. Richardson, probably too risky. I don't know. I think I'm just going to go Stafford here. Take whatever he gives me.
I think Stafford is the safer pick. I don't know. I'm going to I'm gonna put some confidence in Caleb Williams. He smoked the Vikings last time. I'm gonna go Caleb Williams. Is Calvin Austin a boom with Pickens out?
No.
Wasn't
He
last
didn't
week.
boom last week with Pickens out.
What did he
And
get?
this is
One
a
catch?
much tougher This is a much tougher matchup too.
Yeah. Against the Eagles, no. Start Taylor.
Nah.
Patrick Taylor.
Guerendo's active. Maybe Guerendo will be limited. Who knows? But it's too risky. It's too risky.
Yeah. And Flacco.
Yes.
Definitely agree, guys. Thumbs up if we're helping you, or if you're just enjoying learning about fantasy football, or you just want to be generous. Thumbs up, subscribe, all that. Dom Colela needs 3 in half PPR. Jefferson, Terry, Jawan, Rico.
It's the first 3. You got to play those wide receivers.
Right. Rico looked good last week. Rico could be very good this week, but you have to start those first 3. Yeah. And then we have Peter Zhao, Guerendo or Stevenson. We kind of just been saying go Stevenson.
Yep, I'm just going to go Stevenson. Good matchup. Go Stevenson.
Ertz, Auden, Kraft, or Muth.
I think I go Ertz here. I think he's a little safer. Yeah, I think I just go Ertz.
Yeah, I'm going to go Ertz. You know, I mentioned both Freiermuth and Ertz in separate videos. Ertz was first. Ertz is definitely safer. Pat Freiermuth really doesn't have a good matchup, right? It's the Eagles. It's not a good defense to face. It's just he should get targets. He's been more involved, but Ertz has also been involved. Ertz has also scored touchdowns, and he gets a very good matchup. So it's going to be Ertz. Metallic Fox in non-PPR, 3 between Kupp, Collins, Brown, Thielen, and JSN.
Oh, man. I think I still got to go the first 3. I think this actually does hurt Thielen, although he did score a touchdown a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I'm just going to take the first 3 here and call it and move on. Man, I guess I see why you guys are in the playoffs.
Right. This is good dilemmas to have, but again, you want to get it right. Nico, it doesn't matter the format. He's a must. No, I think Kupp still is, because he does have more touchdown upside than Thielen. Brown is the one. You take Brown, but I'll go with Brown as well. Get to that ceiling. Chief Perp always has a stack team. Needs 1 receiver and a flex. Drake, Flowers, Stevenson, Jennings, AJ, BTJ, Pacheco.
I'm going to go Jennings and AJ Brown here. Jennings a wide receiver, AJ Brown at flex.
Yeah, Jennings for sure. Lock him in your receiver spot tonight. And then with these options, all kind of risky. And Drake gives you the floor. If you want that, AJ Brown for the ceiling. All right, still going to catch up. A lot of super chats lined up, guys. So hang tight. We're going to try to get through them all. John Smith, Kyler Bijan, Connor Jennings, Adams, Kittle, JSN, Fairbairn, and Broncos. Once a rating on this team, and then there's the bench. Got Evans on the bench, Andrews, McCormick, Pacheco, and thank you.
Okay, I'll just rate the team. I don't know how many players are in your league. Gonna assume a 12-teamer because it's a very good team, but obviously like Jennings, you probably got him off waivers. Like your bench isn't uber stacked, so I'm gonna assume a 12-teamer. I'll say this is like an 8.5. It's a good team, very good team.
Yeah, it's solid throughout. You have a clear elite running back. You have a very good RB2. You don't have a very clear elite receiver. You know, that would help. I wish I could say Evans. Maybe Evans does get back to being that, right? He could. He should. But you're deep. That's the good thing about this. So, yeah, think about, I'd say like 8.25. Luis Rodriguez, have Murray, Purdy. Purdy all the way? Yeah, I'm going Purdy.
Just go with Purdy.
Yeah. And that's what I worry about with Kyler, is that you kick yourself for starting him. Next super chat goes to Jesus Tapia. Where you been, Jesus? 2 receivers, 2 running backs in the flex, and a tight end. Collins, London, Wilson, Connor, JT, Achan, Otten, Johnny.
All right, Johnny at tight end. I'm going to go Achan and Connor at running back. Collins, Garrett, Wilson at wide receiver. And then I think I'll flex JT over London.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, Johnny at tight end. This is PPR. All right, good with all that. All right, Jesus, good luck. Nemesis. Knicks, Tua, or Purdy? So what?
Tua.
Your LED lights.
I just think I got them on Amazon.
So we're getting 90% of everything.
Yeah. Tua at QB.
Yeah. Tua QB. They're pretty cheap too, and get them just a little string. It's how much was it, like $15 or something, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, $20, $25, something like that.
All right, next is Choo Choo.
Is it Choo Choo Train? Because there is a train emoji. Choo Choo Train.
Okay, Choo Choo Train. Got to say the train part. Pick 1 QB, Bo, Knicks, or Justin Herbert.
Now let's go Knicks.
Yeah, I like Knicks. 2 running backs, Mixon, Cook, Pollard, or Charbonnet potentially.
Yeah, Mixon and Charbonnet if Walker is out. If Walker I saw did not practice again today, so definitely trending that way. If somehow Walker plays, I'll go Mixon, Cook.
There you go. And then 3 receivers, JJ, Cup, Jennings, Wilson.
Yeah, I'm benching Garrett Wilson. I think he's a risky. Like if you said one of these guys is going to be invisible this week, it's probably Garrett Wilson.
Right. We still had JJ Cup as must start. No doubters. Jennings is the closest. Here you go. Carlos Juarez. Tua or Purdy again. We're going Tua. James Cook or whoever starts for the Jets. Oh, like Braylon Allen?
Nah, I'm just going to go James Cook.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm nervous about Cook. I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous, but I don't feel great about whoever starts for the Jets since we don't know, but also timeshare. Thomas, D-Hop or BTJ?
I do like D-Hop this week, but I think you probably got to go BTJ.
Well, you don't have to go BTJ.
True. That is true. You have a choice.
I think I'll go D-Hop. I don't know. I'm feeling like it could be a good D-Hop week. And I'm nervous BTJ lets down because the Jets are a little bit tougher. And I mean, I think he's still fine. He's definitely flex worthy. I don't know. Maybe I'm too confident with D-Hop this week.
I like D-Hop this week. I do.
All right. Cam Hauser. If Ladd or Myers doesn't play, should I use Quentin Johnston or Elijah Moore?
I would go Quentin Johnston. At least he has some touchdown upside. Tillman back too, which is probably going to hurt Elijah Moore. So Myers is going to play. It's more about is it Desmond Ridder or not. Like Myers, I think is fine. But if for some reason they're both out, QJ.
Right, and that makes sense. If Ladd is out, QJ is the pivot. Myers should play. And then is Pacheco worth a flex?
Definitely worth a flex.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about this caliber of player at your receiver slot, then probably you don't have greater flex than Pacheco anyways. Miguel Landestoy. Who to bench? Cup, Sutton, Devontae. Oh, I guess just one of those.
I'm going to bench Devontae.
Yeah, tough to do, but like Cup, Sutton better. Stafford at QB. That's fine. Cash Mula. All right, 2 QB league. Who to start between Hurts, Purdy, and Darnold?
I think you have to go Hurts and Darnold. Man, very good QBs for a 2 QB league.
Yeah, Hurts is no doubter. Yeah, it's close between those two, but Darnold is so hot. Let's just keep going, Darnold. Chief Perp now wants the defense. Broncos or Washington.
I'm going Washington this week. They just announced it's Jake Haener, by the way. That literally made you choke on your water.
Why not? Jake Haener, yeah. Let's see what we got on him. Yeah, sure. Okay, let's go Washington. The Terminator, he's back. If O'Connell doesn't play, would you sit Myers? If McConkey is out, do I start Palmer? Have Addison, Dell, Palmer, Tillman on the bench.
I'm not starting Dell. I mean, I might just start Addison. I mean, I would start Addison over Myers. I mean, if McConkey's out, I would definitely start Addison over Palmer.
You're saying I'm on and Myers are your wide receivers. I would have on Addison as my receivers. Don't even worry about Myers. And then McConkey is like third choice.
Yes.
John M. Bench either CD, Garrett Wilson, Jennings for Nico.
Got to bench Garrett Wilson here, unfortunately.
Yeah. This is the problem. All these playoff teams have too many good options. Juice still fighting. Sincere McCormick or Tank Bigsby?
Just give me McCormick. I don't even care if if you told me right now Tank Bigsby, you can see the future and Tank Bigsby's going to have a big game, I'd still play McCormick.
Right. I like McCormick. The Mad Ant needs 3. Braylon Allen, Charbonnet, Tracy, Guerendo. 3 of those. So who sits?
I'm going to play Guerendo tonight because there is risk that Walker plays and there is risk that Braylon Allen is in a 50-50 again. Assuming Kenneth Walker is out, I'm going to go Guerendo, Tracy, and Charbonnet.
Yeah, with this group, we can start Guerendo, and then if Walker plays and we know Charbonnet is not going to be a major factor,
just sit him and play Braylon Allen. Yeah.
There we go. All right, so lock Guerendo in there. Also, Hawk or Moot.
Man, I think I'm going to go Hawk here. Maybe I'm too stubborn.
Nothing wrong with that. Worldwide Gaming. Crazy for starting Myers and Ridley over DK and AJ.
I don't know if it's crazy. I mean, if Desmond Ridder starts, I'm not starting Myers over those guys. I could definitely start. I mean, if it's Aiden O'Connell, I could start Myers over DK. I could definitely start Ridley over DK. I think I'm still putting AJ Brown in. I think if it's my team, I'm going AJ Brown, Ridley.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking. You can't feel great about Myers' ceiling if there even is one anymore. Let's take a chance on the squeaky wheel with AJ Brown. So Ridley and AJ Brown. These are all. This is the boom bust club of receivers. The JD Simon. Hurts or Stafford?
Hurts.
Definitely Hurts. Reed, Tillman, or Coleman?
I'll just gamble on Tillman if he plays. If he doesn't play, then I guess I'll go Reed and hate my life.
Yeah, not Coleman. Way too risky. Eric Montoya. Jennings over T. Higgins or James Conner in full PPR?
I would play him over Conner in full PPR, yes. But don't flex him. Put Higgins in the flex, I guess.
Right.
If you can.
Right, yeah. Over Conner, yes. Not over Higgins. Then we got James Jones has Kupp, Kyron Kittle, and JJ. Oh, Juwan Jennings going tonight. Should I sit Jennings for Marvin Harrison Jr.?
No. Marvin Harrison's so risky. No.
I mean, are you thinking? I guess the question is kind of implying he's like, I got too many Thursday night guys, but
yeah, but you got. I mean, they're good players, so
yeah.
It's not like Thursday. It's not like there's still fantasy points scored on Thursday nights, contrary to the myth.
Right. You can sit a good player because of a really tough matchup. Don't sit him because of the day of the week he plays on, or go like,
right.
Too many. So no, go Jennings. Jason Burris, Ingram, Ferguson, or Hunter Henry.
Man, this should be Ferguson. He's got such a good matchup again this week. I think I probably still gamble on Ferguson here.
It is a good matchup. I mean, I guess that's fine. Hunter Henry is like, he's like, I don't know. I don't even know. I guess he has a floor. Let's go Ferguson. Cash Mula, half, 2 quarterback league. Who to sit? I think we already did that one. But
yeah, we did this one. It's Hurts and Darnold.
Yeah, so you're sitting pretty tonight. All right, let's do Andrea. It's one of our OGs. Needs 2 receivers: London Jennings, Flowers, Devontae Adams, and then flex Chase Brown or Bryant Robinson.
Wow. I'm going to go Jennings, Adams at wide receiver, and then I'm going to flex Chase Brown.
Yeah, you have to start Chase Brown. All right, and then Akeem Farnham. Trying to choose between Shakir and JT. Already has Barkley, Monty, Addison, Cup.
Yeah, I mean, I like Shakir, but I'm not benching JT for Shakir. I'm not there yet.
Yeah, this is tough because I know Shakir coming off a big game and JT has been disappointing, but I agree. I'm going to stick with JT here. Hoping this is half PPR maybe. That would help. Weston Munt, choose 2. Thielen, Neighbors, JSN.
I'm just going to go Thielen and JSN. I think Thielen has just as high or higher floor than Neighbors with more of a ceiling, and so does JSN. So Thielen, JSN.
Yep. And then Guerendo or Walker.
I mean, you probably should just play Guerendo tonight because at least we know he's playing. There's still a very high risk that Walker doesn't even play and gives you a 0.
Right. Yeah. Both risky. So go with the guy, like you said, who you know is playing. And then McBride or Jonnu.
McBride.
Yeah. Tough decisions, but there you go. C. Johnson, 3386. 2 flex. Lad, Pollard, Rico, Thielen.
I think in PPR, I go Lad and Thielen, assuming Lad plays. If Lad is out, I'll go Rico Thielen.
There you go. So you're going to have to definitely keep an eye on the injury report for Lad. We should know more tomorrow. ASM, Ridley or Thielen or DK?
I sadly think I have to go Ridley. I just think he has the most upside here. Sad times. Sad times.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Did not think you would be talking about either of those over DK in the beginning of the season, but
no, DK was like smashing every week. What has happened? What has happened? There's a part of me that hopes maybe he's fully healthy now and he does smash this week and we were wrong about him, but let's see it first.
Yeah, I gotta see it. And that's the thing. It's not like, oh, he's not getting targeted. He is. Nobody else is taking targets away. JSN, sure, JSN's emerged, but Lockett's the one who's disappeared. They don't have a tight end to throw the ball to. It's like, it's not about the target share. I just gotta think there's something wrong with him physically. Anyways, Cali Kid. Is Isaac Guerendo playable over Chase Brown? No.
No.
Connor?
No.
Dowdle?
No.
Hall?
No. Yes.
Yes. Tracy?
Close.
Maybe. Rashad White?
No.
Needs 2 and 1 flex. The first
Chase
3.
Brown, Connor, Dowdle. Those are my picks.
First 3 it is. Juan Tejada. How's it going? 12 team, full PPR. Any changes? Got Burrow, Barkley, Mondre, Puka Neighbors, and Addison. Njoku, well.
All right, well, you do have Ertz on the bench, so that's good. You can pivot to Ertz. Yeah, I'm definitely going Burrow over Baker, Barkley, Mondre, Puka Neighbors, Addison. Yeah, DK Neighbors is close for me. I guess just you got Neighbors in there. I guess just roll with Neighbors. He at least gives you a very high floor. Nothing else.
Right. So let's see tomorrow with Njoku. You might want to put Ertz in there just in case. Not looking great, but you never know. If Njoku plays, he's going to be better. Okay. Just by the way, guys, so you know we have what, 45 minutes, let's say, until the kickoff of tonight's game. So we'll be on at least until then. If you did super chat anytime in the past 30 minutes, don't worry. We're going to answer it. We have not skipped anybody that we know of, not knowingly. So just hang tight. We have a lot already. We're up to 100 super chats just in the past hour and a half since we got on. So we're going to do as many questions as we can as well. Brother Pickle, welcome, Brother Pickle. If Ingram and Njoku are out, Calcaterra, Sanders, Bellinger, Strange, Conklin, Hooper, Chig, and Michael Mayer.
I know you like Chig.
I did mention Chig randomly, totally randomly.
I probably, if they're both out, I'll go Calcaterra.
And part of me almost thought, well, you know what? The Giants got to throw to somebody, and Bellinger's the guy, but no, that's the Giants. Yeah, if they're both out, I guess go Calcaterra here. You want the real dart throw, it's Chig because of the matchup. And then flex Najee, Tracy, or Elijah Moore.
I'll just go. I think I'll just go Tracy here.
Ooh, Tracy against the Ravens or Najee against the Eagles, both horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, at least Tracy could make that explosive run, right? He catches more passes, usually more passes than Najee. Yeah, let's go Tracy. Julio, how's it going? The roster is Burrow, Gibbs, Achane, Evans, AJB, and Andrews. Flexing Kyron. Well, no.
Let's put Achane or Gibbs in the flex and move Kyron to running back. Do not flex your Thursday night players. Do I play D-Hop over Evans or AGB? No, I can't do it. So you're good. If for some reason Evans doesn't play, I guess you can pivot to D-Hop. But yeah, take Kyron out of the flex. Put one of those other running backs in the flex.
Yeah, start Kyron, but not flex. And then he also asked, he said Tua's on waivers. Don't.
Yeah, you can't not start Burrow.
No. Don't start anybody over Burrow. Jenga, Taylor, Tracy, or Guerendo.
I can't be this low on JT. I'm going JT.
Right. If it's Jonathan Taylor, you start him.
Well, okay, yeah, it could
Taylor,
be. If it's Patrick Taylor, I might just go Guerendo tonight. You can't start Patrick Taylor. I don't know. Guerendo or Tracy. Yeah, Tracy against the Ravens. If it's Patrick Taylor, I might go Guerendo over Tracy. Still haven't heard anything. I saw one video from Adam Schefter that really didn't show anything of how he looks.
Yeah, we're really not going to know, which is typical.
Yeah.
How about Cap'n Moist Beard? I like the full pirate avatar. Mike Evans or Cooper Kupp?
Kupp.
Yes, Kupp this week. Let's do Amy. Needs help quickly. Quarterback. Well, don't need it that quick. Williams or Rodgers?
Yeah, Caleb. Not playing Aaron Rodgers. Caleb.
Nathan Miller. Happy Thursday. Trying to determine if I should risk starting Guerendo tonight. My other RBs are Walker, Dowdle, Sincere.
I mean, you definitely got to start Dowdle. Do I feel good enough about Sincere to not play Guerendo tonight? I mean, I like Sincere, but I mean, what is the upside for Sincere? Is he gonna score? I might go Guerendo. Dowdle here.
That's for me kind of where the line is. I will take if you want to call it a surer thing, I would probably go Sincere. I would not start Walker though. I think I would go Dowdle Sincere, but if you want to go Dowdle Guerendo, that's fine. And then Nathan Miller said you forgot to mention it's full PPR. I don't think that affects our answer from before, but I can go back and look just to be safe.
It was
Nathan Miller.
It was the one we just. It was the one we literally just did.
Okay. So
yeah,
no,
doesn't change my opinion. No, it doesn't change my opinion.
PPR starting Bijan, Sincere, T. Higgins, Thielen. Okay, here are the flex options: Javonte, Gus, Tillman, Pop, Quentin Johnson, or Elijah Moore.
I'll say, I think I'm just gonna flex Tillman if he plays. If he doesn't, I'll just gamble on. Well, maybe if he does, Elijah Moore didn't even do anything last week with him out, but Njoku might be out too. So maybe if Njoku and Tillman are out, I would go Elijah Moore, but probably QJ. But I think Tillman's going to be my number one flex option here.
Yeah. Not any, no way I'm starting any of those running backs. So it's either Tillman or pop for your very, very low-ish, somewhat of a floor. Be Rich, Josh Downs, or Christian Watson?
Watson. Just give me Watson.
Yeah. Tank Dell or Elijah Moore?
Elijah Moore. Cannot start Tank Dell.
No. G, who, by the way, all right, I'll put this up. Thank you for the full confidence. We'll start Brown over Kyron. I got to start Chase Brown. Sorry. G wants to know any updates on Njoku. Got Hawk as a backup. Do you just roll with Hawk?
Yeah. Njoku still hasn't practiced with the hamstring. It sounds very unlikely that he's going to play. But at least you can
Hawkinson is fine. You're not digging deep to Calcaterra territory.
Right.
George Diaz, Ladder Evans.
I think if Evans plays, I still got to play Evans. Maybe I'm too stubborn here.
No, nothing wrong with that. Both guys, you wonder, but I would still give it Evans the edge as well. Cali Kid needs one in case Njoku doesn't play. Ferg, Juwan, Muth.
I think I still go. I think I answered this earlier, and I think I go Ferg here. He's got a good matchup. I'll gamble on it. I mean, Muth maybe has more touchdown upside, but I'll go Ferg.
All right, then needs to drop Thomas Jr., Tracy, Rashad White, Dowdle, Isaac Guerendo, Hall, or drop Njoku.
No, you can't drop Njoku. You can't drop any of these guys.
I was gonna say. Someone earlier kind of asked, can I drop Breece Hall? And I was like, I don't know if I want to get into all that, but I don't think so.
Man, I mean, maybe we'll get lucky and they'll put Breece Hall on IR, and then you can drop him later in the week.
Right. So, but here's the dilemma. He's saying if Njoku doesn't play, he needs a tight end, and you don't want to drop Njoku, but do you drop any of these guys?
No, but look, this is what I'll say, because you don't if Ferguson and Muth are out there, Ferguson and Muth are probably going to be out there all week. So let's not do anything yet. Let's see what happens with Isaac Guerendo tonight. You never know. Maybe he re-aggravates a foot. Maybe he gets one carry and limps off and we don't see him again. And then you just drop him. So let's wait and see what happens tonight. And let's wait and see what happens with Breece Hall as the week progresses. Maybe they put him on IR.
There we go. All right, so hang tight. Bone Jones, FF. Guerendo, McCormick, or McMillan at the flex?
You can't start McMillan with a Mike Evans avatar, can you?
He's like the mini Mike Evans. Very mini.
He's the reason Mike Evans didn't smash last week.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll just go Guerendo here. Hope he's healthy.
Yeah, this is where we split. I'm fine if you want to go Guerendo and shoot for that upside. I might just slap McCormick in and take what I get. Lifer Death. I get that. Half PPR, one flex Downs, Gus, McMillan, Braylon, Reed, Dell, Sincere, QJ.
Man. Not ideal. You're right. Not ideal. I don't know. I probably just go Braylon Allen here, assuming Breece is out, which he almost certainly is going to be out, and hope he gets a touchdown. It's half PPR.
It's funny, we just kind of blanket, just don't even look at Reed. You know, it should be Reed, right? It should, but it's like...
Nah, not doing it. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, or what is it? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 10 times this year? I don't even know. How many times do you have to get kicked in the face before you're done getting kicked in the face from Jaden Reed?
There you go. I mean, if you put it that way, I think it's a no to Jaden Reed. I already said a hard no to Tank Dell.
Oh yeah, hard no to Tank Dell.
I would probably go McCormick over Braylon because I know he's getting all the touches. But one of those.
Maybe. Actually, that's not bad. Maybe McCormick over Braylon, honestly. That might be the play.
Griffin, Brown Rider. In half, need 3 between. These are better options. Tyreek, AJB, Cup, Judy, Sutton.
Man, I think here I'm just going to go Tyreek, Cup, and Sutton and not risk it with AJB because I just think Sutton is good enough. I don't need to risk it. Tyreek, Cup, and Sutton.
There you go. Yeah, don't need to risk AJB when you have these guys. And then Kashmula. I don't know if this is a different one. I don't remember.
It is. It's not 3 quarterbacks. It's different.
Okay, pick 3 receivers. Shakir, JSN, Myers, Moore, Downs. Guessing Devontae Smith.
I think you got to go DJ Moore, JSN, and then it's between Myers and Shakir. Again, if it sounds like Aiden O'Connell is for sure playing, I'll go Jacoby Myers. Otherwise, I'll go Shakir. So JSN, DJ Moore for sure, and then either Myers, Shakir, depending on Aiden O'Connell.
There you go. Exactly what I'm thinking. Christian Pedroso. Gibbs.
Okay. Nah. You do not need to risk Guerendo when you have Jahmyr Gibbs. Just play even if Isaac Guerendo was 100% healthy tonight, I'd probably still go Gibbs.
Right. It's easily Gibbs. Definitely Gibbs. Sammy. Downs, Thielen, Keenan, pick 2. I don't know. We've got a lot of Downs questions. I know he might be on the way back, but come on. Number 1, inconsistent pass off. Number 2, it's Denver defense. It's not even a good matchup. And number 3, I don't even know if he's fully healthy. They're like, well, we're not sure if he'll play in week 15. I'm pretty much just out on Downs. I'll just easily say that. I think you are too.
Yeah, Thielen, Keenan here pretty easily.
All right, Mr. Mendez. Thank you, Mr. Mendez. We appreciate it. So this is full PPR, 2 running back, 2 receivers, and 2 flexes. Got London, Lamb, Nico, Flowers, Rico,
Lamb and
Guerendo.
Nico.
Just Rico and Guerendo.
All right. Well, I guess you're playing Rico and
McBride.
Guerendo. Yes, Swift not in a good spot, and he hasn't practiced yet this week. Although he didn't last week either until Friday, but I don't care. Yeah, I'll go Guerendo over Patrick Taylor and Swift. Lamb and Nico at wide receiver, 2 flexes. Well, it's going to be Flowers and London. Yeah, McBride at tight end.
So this lineup looks pretty much set because even if Njoku plays, you're starting McBride. So I don't think there's any changes here regardless of what happens.
Exactly. But he says he has to drop a guy. I mean, if you have to drop a guy, you can drop Algier. Or, you can drop Demario Douglas. Drop Demario Douglas. At least Algier has some potential if something happens to Bijan. Like, well, what is going to happen to where you ever put Demario Douglas in your lineup? Like, nothing. Drop Demario Douglas.
Yeah, that's actually, I was going to say, well, you don't need Patrick Taylor anymore, but with your running back situation, you need Patrick Taylor in case Guerendo gets hurt. So, never mind.
Yeah, what if Guerendo limps off in the first quarter? And it's like, yeah.
This definitely must have been a 0 RB team. All right. Well, you got a lot of good receivers, so good luck, Mr. Mendez. The son of Jacob, welcome back. Would you start Bowers and Kelsey as flex?
I mean, it depends on your other options, but like those aren't. If I'm going to start 2 tight ends, those are 2 good ones.
I mean, I can't lie. I'm a little nervous about Bowers if Desmond Ridder is quarterback. And Bowers already didn't have a great week last week. But, I'm not going to put Quentin Johnson over him or Josh Downs or guys like that. So you could do that. D-Real, Mahomes or Stafford?
I think I go Mahomes here against the Browns. The Browns have not only been not good against the pass, but for whatever reason, the Browns, whenever a new quarterback plays that's not named Deshaun Watson, the Browns just play at such an insanely fast pace. So that means the other team gets the ball a lot as well. So I'm gonna go Mahomes.
Yeah, definitely going Mahomes here. We got a new member, James Jones, answered a
Thank
question
you.
earlier. Thank you, James. And I know we're still catching up. We did the super chat, so hopefully you heard the answer to that. Also needs to know Goff, Gino, AR, or Caleb in a 2 QB league. Which two?
I think I go Goff and Caleb. I think they have the most upside.
Yeah, I'm gonna reluctantly kind of be back in on Caleb this week, and then let's go Goff. And then NTY, always here, says that it made fantasy football fun and meaningful.
Wow.
Thanks. Pollard hasn't practiced. Are you worried about Pollard?
Not really. I feel like he's done this, but I'm okay with James Cook. I think this could be a sneaky good James Cook week.
Well, that's the thing. He said hopefully he does a Monty Bills. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, it's fine. It's fine to go Cook. I don't love Pollard this week, like I said earlier. Okay, Cody. Would you go Guerendo over? Probably not Monty, Pollard, or Jacoby.
I think even with Desmond Ridder, Jacoby at least has a floor, so probably not. Probably not.
And then we have Christian Race's music.
All right.
Guerendo, Walker, or Bucky.
I think you got to go Guerendo here because there's a chance Walker and Irving both don't play this week. And even if they do, there's a good chance that they are way, way less than 100%. Just go Guerendo tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You don't want to risk getting stuck unless you have Charbonnet, but it sounds like you don't. Just go Guerendo. And sure, why not? Jordan Olson got the membership. Insert underdog ad here. Wants to know some picks for underdog. Let's talk real quick underdog. I know we have like 20 minutes before the game, maybe 25, but let's do a quick promo. The underdog free pick for tonight for new customers, those who have not tried it for I don't know what reason, and can't imagine why you haven't tried underdog yet if you like fantasy football. But it's a free pick. It's Brock Purdy just getting a yard, right? Take the higher and 0.5 total yards. It's a free pick. You win that pick. Combine it with any other pick that you might like. And again, you can do other sports. It doesn't even have to just be NFL. You can take NBA, NHL, esports.
You can leave the door
football bowl game season's coming. So again, you like sports, not even just NFL football. It's the place to go. And you get free cash because when you first sign up, make your first deposit, you can get up to $1,000 of bonus cash in your account. So free money, free picks. What's not to like? But make sure you put code ENDGAME when you check out because it gets you those free picks and free cash. And it does, not coincidentally, help us out too. All right, but are you asking what are your picks? Are you asking picks for tonight? Is that what you're asking, or just in general? Because we do put some of our favorite picks throughout the videos. If you guys have seen the start set videos, we talk about this week's picks. I know we don't have a lot of time, so anybody you like for tonight's? I think I would take the higher on Juwan Jennings for yardage.
What's he at?
Last I saw, I thought it was
70.5.
There you go.
Man, Guerendo at 60.5 rushing yards. Are we going to go lower on that? Might go lower on that.
I would.
Yeah.
All right. But let's move on to make sure we get all the super chats. Dustin Chalfant, 10-team PPR, 3 receivers and 2 running backs. AJB, Neighbors, McConkey, D-Hop, Cooper, Adunze, Barkley, B-Rob, Gibbs, and Pollard.
I'm going to go A.J. Brown. I'm going to rank them A.J. Brown, McConkey, D-Hop, Neighbors. So based on if McConkey plays or not. And then 2 running backs are going to be Barkley and Gibbs.
Yeah, easily Barkley and Gibbs. All right, there you go. Scott Wood. Pick 3. Tyreek, Jennings, Puka, Terry, Nico. Wow. Well, this might be one team where you don't start Jennings.
Yeah, I think you got to go Puka, Nico, and Tyreek.
Wow, that's ridiculous. Even for a 10.
Yeah, that is ridiculous.
Nico, Puka, Tyreek. Okay. Bryant Bird. Kyler, Russ, Winston. Which one?
I'm gonna go Kyler here. I can't feel good about Russ and Winston in a tough spot. I'm just gonna go Kyler.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to go Kyler too. And then Pickens is out. Addison or Flowers?
Addison.
Addison easily. Denver defense, yeah, Denver defense very good this week.
Yes.
Zymalik with a super chat. Thank you again, Zymalik. Let's see where the question is. Don't see the question. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Look for it. Civic 97, Thielen or Flowers?
I gotta go with Thielen, sadly.
Yeah, I'll go Thielen too. I think Flowers will be fine, but let's go Thielen in a great spot. Here it is. Zymalik, week 16, half. Who wins? Love Saquon Kamara, Tyreek, Reed. That's it. Instant L. Kyron or Hunter versus Mayfield, HN. So he's asking which team you like better, Team A or Team B? Waddle.
I mean, I think the flex. Well, Kyron. What do we got here? We got Saquon Kamara, Kyron versus HN, Connor, Chase Brown. I think I give the slight edge to Team B. Love Mayfield. I give the edge to Team B. Chase Waddle versus Tyreek Reed. I give the edge to Team B. I think Team B wins.
All right. Hopefully that's your team. But you really never know. Never know what's going to happen. Let's do Sainted because we've got the membership. 18 PPR. Knicks or Tua? What are we going to say?
Tua.
Amon Ra, AJ, Jawan, Lad, JSN. Playing HN and B Rob. You don't need to start Guerendo if you have B Rob, right?
No. I don't know how many wide receivers you need here for the flex. I'll say I would rank him Amon Ra, Jawan, AJ Brown, Lad, JSN.
Right. So whoever's left out of your starting lineup is your flex. Right? But yeah, you can start Jawan tonight.
Yeah.
Nocturnal Gaming is back. You drop Tucker for Tim Patrick, Alan Lazard, Dontavian Wicks, or Calvin Austin.
Yeah, let's just drop him for Tim Patrick and see if the touchdowns continue.
Those are 5 names did not expect to hear tonight, but there we are. Stephen Cotto. Got HN, Sharps, Jennings, Kelsey needs 1 receiver and 1 flex between these guys.
I'm going to go Lad if he plays number 1, DJ Moore number 2. It's PPR. I'll go Flowers number 3. Lad 1, DJ Moore 2, Flowers 3.
Agree.
And I'm not playing any of those guys that you said you could pick up.
No, don't drop any of those guys for any of those waiver picks. Fill the real deal. Here's the lineup. Here's the bench. Can I trust Mahomes or Darnold?
I think you got to go Darnold over Mahomes, honestly. I like Mahomes this week, but Darnold's been on fire. You got to go Darnold. Barkley, Chase Brown, Sutton, Higgins, Kittle, Derrick Henry. Man, wow. Okay. Yep, you're good. I was going to see if I could get how to get Terry or Addison in there, but I guess I can't get. I mean, maybe I would go Terry over Sutton. That one's close. Maybe I would go Terry over Sutton because it is the Saints. That's close.
Yeah, I like them both. Wait a minute. The Tyreek Hill's on the bench?
Wait, Tyreek Hill? Oh my
Right,
gosh.
so
No,
Hill.
I would definitely go Tyreek over Sutton. Tyreek and Higgins at wide receiver.
It can't be Taysom Hill. Not anymore.
Unless he's just holding on to him for sentimental value.
Well, I mean, I get that. But anyways, if that's Tyreek Hill, you have to start Tyreek Hill. We're still looking. Maybe we'll find. Do you think tonight, finding Deebo? Will we
Everybody
find him?
seems to think we'll find Deebo tonight. You know what usually happens when everybody's on one side of the coin?
Yeah. We'll see. Still haven't found him. He's on the bench. Okay. So starting Gibbs. Okay, would you go Stevenson, Braylon Allen?
I would just go out. I would just go Stevenson. I like Stevenson this week.
Yeah. Would you start Chiefs defense?
I can't start Bengals defense. I mean, even against Cooper Rush, they weren't great. Yeah, just go Chiefs. Just go Chiefs.
Between these two, it's the Chiefs. But if you want better options, again, just check tomorrow. Defense videos coming out might help answer your question. I got to rank them and I'll talk about this week. Chavez, Jennings, or London?
Jennings.
Definitely Jennings. Get him in your lineup. 95 with a Deebo question. Would you go Deebo over Dell or Tillman?
Yes. Yeah, go Deebo here. Definitely.
Yes. Over those guys, yes. The comedic genius is starting Deebo. Take that for what it's worth.
Oh, hopefully it's not one of those games where all you can do is laugh.
Stephen Cotto also is dropping a note to say thank you for the advice. Second playoff,
Nice, good
second
luck.
time playing. That's right. He was new last year. Had to join in again. Thought you were dead. So it's not over till it's over. You never know. Brandon, Bryce, Thielen, or Jennings?
Jennings.
John Fisher, start 2 of 3. Flowers, Brian Thomas,
Yeah,
Guerendo.
you don't need to play Guerendo tonight when you have these wide receivers. Just bench Guerendo. Don't risk it.
Right. Okay, and then come on. This is a question that Bozo the Clown would ask. Guerendo or Kyron?
Kyron.
For those who are not watching, just listening, the user is actually Bozo the Clown. That's what it says. Jim Leichnam. PPR needs 2 running backs, 2 receivers in the flex. Rico, Chase Brown, Charbonnet, Brian Robinson, Sutton, Higgins, Cup. Man.
Okay. Wow. Higgins, Cup at wide receiver. Chase Brown, and I will say Charbonnet if Walker is out. Otherwise, Brian Robinson, and then I'm going to flex Sutton. So Higgins, Cup, Chase Brown, and then either Charbonnet, Brian Robinson, depending on Walker or Sutton at flex.
Yeah, Jim, I'm not sure if it matters who you pick here. You're probably going to win, but there you go. J.R. Garcia, start 3. AJB, JJ, Terry McLaurin, DJ Moore, BTJ.
First 3. I'm just going to go the first 3. Those guys are great.
Getting some confidence in AJB.
I mean, it's not like DJ Moore and BTJ are sure things. I'm not going to bench AJB for those guys. I'm not doing it.
No, I would probably put DJ Moore over AJB. I would go the middle 3. JJ and Terry for sure. I mean, it comes down to whether you want to risk AJB. Ashley Gomez, what's up? Guerendo or Jacoby Myers?
I'll just play Jacoby. Even if it's Ritter, I think he still has a floor. Give me Jacoby.
Right. And then for tonight, Danner wants to know Lamb or Jennings?
Ooh. I think I got to go Lamb.
Yeah, I'm going Lamb too. Really tough to bench Jennings, but obviously you have a stacked receiver room if you have this decision. Leo Ariza, Guerendo, or Adams in the flex?
Just go Adams. Just go Adams.
Yeah. Zach Kakazu. Kyron and Guerendo have B-Rob and Sharb.
Start Kyron definitely, but not Guerendo. Not Guerendo.
Right.
I'd rather play
both those last year.
Yeah.
Daniel Ivan, risk starting Guerendo or Tracy?
I think if your option is Tracy, I might just go Guerendo tonight. I don't feel a big Tracy game.
Right. And then Clinton Anon, just saying that helped.
Wow.
He's a CMC Mason survivor, but
from worst to second. Nice, well done.
That's awesome. There you go. Born Sender 956 3 flex. Neighbors, Myers, AJ Brown, Guerendo, Thomas.
I'm gonna go AJ Brown, Brian Thomas, and then it's between Neighbors and Myers. Again, depending on Myers' QB situation. If there's any risk, it's gonna be Desmond Ritter. I'll just go Neighbors. So AJ Brown, Brian Thomas for sure, and then Myers, Neighbors, depending on what we hear about Aiden O'Connell.
Right. So Born Sender, you're not starting Guerendo tonight. Don't worry about that. And then Ashley did actually drop a super chat with another question. I was just going to answer your question anyways. Guerendo or Myers? We said Myers. Hurts or Baker?
Hurts.
Charles Brown doesn't want to be called Charlie anymore. Guerendo or Dowdle?
Dowdle.
What is up, Roberto? I just have to say hello.
What's up, Roberto?
Okay. Jenga. Is Bauer set and forget?
I mean, yes, I'm still playing him. I'm not going to the waiver wire and grabbing like
Right.
whoever. No, I'm still playing Bowers. If he's terrible with Ritter and you survive, we can talk. But until then, no.
Yeah, like I'm not putting Pat Fryermuth over Bowers. I'm
No.
not putting Zach Ertz. Probably not. No. So pretty much set and forget. And is Mason Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer worth rostering? Only if it was like the deepest 2 QB league, maybe.
Right. Even if he starts, are you gonna really want to play him? No.
Cook, Sincere, Swift, pick 2.
I'm not playing Swift this week. Cook and Sincere.
Yeah, Swift also still banged up. Javier, Fiber Seal 2. Okay, what was the question? I'm going to keep going here. I asked 2 days ago. Yeah, I remember you, Javier. Got another dilemma. Grabbed Adams off waivers. Okay. Higgins or Adams? This must
No,
be
I'm
me.
still going Higgins over Adams.
Yeah, Knicks or Mahomes?
Ooh, I do like Knicks this week, but I think I got to go Mahomes.
Yeah. Cali Kid. Also, now this is a follow-up. If Njoku doesn't play,
You don't want to drop Guerendo and then he has like a great game or something, and then next week you don't get Guerendo back. Let's just wait and see what happens with Brees. Maybe you can drop Brees. Maybe Brees will go on IR or something.
yeah, and I would say he doesn't play for another tight end. Yeah, so I wouldn't drop Guerendo. I think worst case scenario, if you have to drop Njoku because he's out, you could do that and try to get him back next week. I don't want to drop any of those other guys. Adrian Hernandez, Stafford or Murray?
I'm going Kyler. They regret it.
Unfortunately, Adrian, I'm going Stafford, but this is going to be your call. I like the SpongeBob avatar, though. Appreciate that. Let's do some of these. Trying to get some questions in for tonight, too. Noah Kirsch, JSN or Guerendo?
JSN.
Yeah. Jedi Koth, Guerendo or Pollard?
Pollard.
You have Gibbs and Cook. Yeah, I'm not going to start Guerendo over Cook. Too high. Myers or Jennings?
Jennings.
Definitely Jennings. Tarek Hill, Deebo or Mooney?
I might just gamble on Deebo tonight. Hope he has a big game.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Quail Man, would you drop Mooney? Downs, Hopkins for a tight end, Henry, Ferguson, Kraft. Okay, so this is an Njoku question.
I can drop Downs here. And I'll probably go Ferguson, maybe Kraft. I don't know, Ferguson or Kraft. I don't know why. I feel better about Ferguson. So, yeah, you can drop Downs for one of those guys, definitely.
Right. Arthur Swanson.
No. Not even close.
That's funny.
I think we've bet like.
Well,
how long ago? How long has it been? How long has it been now? Jeez, 10 plus years probably.
What year is it? Let me see. Yeah, maybe no, not even 10. It was like 8 years.
Yeah. So no. So that means I was far from a child when we met. That's for sure. I won't say how old I was, but it was far from childhood. I'll say that.
Oh, very, very far. I was gonna say we can come back to this again if we have time, but we got how long before the game starts?
Yeah, like 8 minutes. So yeah, we gotta get through these super chats.
Okay, Keith Vines, third place. Tua, Jennings, London, Barkley, Chuba, Kraft, Thielen. Benches, these guys. B-Rob, Pacheco, Addison.
I might go Addison over Thielen for the upside. It's fine if you want to leave Thielen in there for the floor because Addison doesn't really have the highest of floors, but man, he's got massive upside. So I might go Addison over Thielen, but I'm totally fine if you want to leave Thielen in there.
Yeah, I want to start Addison. I'm wondering, my debate's London Thielen, but yeah, I want to put Addison over one of those.
Oh, I didn't see. Yeah, I would definitely go Addison over London.
Diego, Thielen, Sutton, or Tracy?
I'm going to go Sutton.
Right. Like Thielen, but you got to like something more, bigger upside. Here's a Guerendo question. Marenda Natera, Guerendo, Jones, or Charbonnet? That's
Charbonnet
interesting.
if Walker is out, otherwise Aaron Jones.
This says pick 2.
Well,
That makes it tough. So Jones, and then do you wait on
I think I'm
Charbs?
gonna wait for Charbonnet. I just feel like Walker's not gonna play, and he has so much upside. And if Walker plays, I still think Charbonnet will be involved. So I'm still gonna go Charbonnet Jones.
Okay, Miranda. So you can sit Guerendo. Yeah, Sharp should have a lot of upside. Michael O'Day, Mahomes or Knicks?
Mahomes.
Mahomes and Cup, Wilson, Adams. Start 2 and then flex 1, or should I flex
No,
Mahomes or Knicks? Is this a super
I'm assuming
flex?
it's super flex. I'm gonna definitely put Bo Nix in my super flex for sure. I'm gonna go Mahomes, Bo Nix, and I'm gonna play Cup and I guess Adams because for some reason he's the wide receiver 1 in New York.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's super flex, you're going to play Bo Nix for sure.
Yes.
DJ in half, Guerendo, Irving, or Waddle?
Oh, I'm just gonna go Waddle. Assuming, like, I don't know, did we hear anything? I know he was limited. He was limited yesterday.
Yeah, let's check real quick just to make sure, because if you're going to start Guerendo, you have 2 minutes left, or maybe 3 minutes. But
He was limited today. I mean, that makes me feel pretty good. I think I'm still just gonna go Waddle.
Right. Limited on a Thursday doesn't mean he's not playing. So
Right.
go Waddle. JK, thank you. Also got the membership.
Thank you.
Sit, Myers, Jason, Waddle, Neighbors.
Well, okay, so this is gonna come down. This is gonna come down to for me between Waddle and Myers. Again, if we hear that it's going to be Desmond Ridder, I probably will sit Jacoby and play JSN Waddle Neighbors. If it sounds like Aiden O'Connell, I'm going to sit Waddle and play Myers JSN Neighbors.
Right. Exactly. Because if it's Ridder, forget it. I'm just going to sit Myers, which it's funny. I can put this up now because we're caught up on super chats.
Nice.
Captain Moistbeard. I saw that name. Also, Captain Obvious. Ridder is really bad. Yes.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. But it's the Bucks, and I feel like Jacoby Myers will still at least have a floor. But it certainly like limits his ceiling big time. Yeah. He's really bad.
All right, we do have, let's say, 5 minutes? Is that about right?
Yeah.
So let's do some more here. William, Akon, CD, or Thielen?
CD.
CD. And then Alfredo Rodriguez, Jason, or Sutton?
Sutton.
That's right. If you guys saw the Boom video, then big on Sutton this week. And then let me see, trying to do some that either for tonight. If you have anything for tonight, Niners, Rams, we'll definitely get to those. How about Leonard, Plank, Aaron Jones, or Guerendo?
Aaron Jones.
Yes, definitely Aaron Jones. He was on the Booms too. This is, I think can't tell. I think this is for tonight. Big G Gomez needs 3. Puka, Collins, McLaurin, Jennings. Doesn't want to play AJ. That's fine.
That's fine because you're going to go Puka, Nico, and Jennings.
Yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong, I think, with any 3 of those. I think Nico's like number 1. You have to start Nico. Puka is pretty much 1AA.
Yeah, just make sure
Jennings and Terry for me. That's the close one, but I think Jennings probably has a more. Well, I can't say that either. Because what if it's a Deebo game?
I mean, that's true. I'm okay like benching Jennings for Terry because you don't have to risk if it's a Deebo game. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, Terry and Jennings is close, but I think we both had Jennings slightly higher. That's close. MN Young, Knicks or Mayfield?
I think here I go Knicks.
Yeah, I like Knicks this week. Monetary, Mo, Keenan or Worthy?
Keenan.
Definitely Keenan. Oberly family, welcome back. McBride or Deebo?
Ooh, I think I'm going to go Deebo just because I feel like he has such a higher ceiling. McBride gives you the floor. But what is really the ceiling? Like if McBride was a wide receiver and not a tight end, like how would we view McBride? Because he's getting you what, like 7-8
Greg
catches, 80 to 100 yards, right? Something like that every game, pretty much, which is great for a tight end. It's fantastic, but it's not like a ton of upside for a wide receiver. I think I might gamble on Deebo here.
Yeah, that's interesting. Probably doesn't score touchdowns, but I view him kind of like Drake London these days. Ton of catches, but no touchdowns. I'm going McBride personally. But Joanne with the tough question. Joanne Sterling, are we starting Deebo?
Sure. I don't think he's completely unstartable. I mean, obviously depends who your other options are.
Evil Claptrap. Do I start Deebo?
Sure. Depends how risky you want to get.
Oh, I like. Okay, Evil. He's very active in the chat now. He says, "Do I start Deebo?" And then he's like, "Yeah, I'm not touching Deebo."
Okay.
It depends. It depends who else you have. I'm generally not starting Deebo unless I don't feel good about whoever else I have. Jay, Puka Cup stack. How worried should I be? Be worried for your opponent.
Yeah, I mean, how many weeks has the Puka Cup stack been bad? Like, there was one game where Cup wasn't good, and then there was the one game where Puka punched a guy. That's basically been it.
That's right. I forgot about that. I know the 49ers defense looked great last week. That was against a rookie quarterback, right? And the Bears. Let's not, worry too much. But Matt Stafford and Puka and Cup. Okay, I think we're caught up on. Well, I know we're caught up on all the chats. Let's see if there's anything else pressing that I didn't already do recently. I think we did that one. Yeah, we did that one.
What about one more from Cap? Did we do this one from Captain Moistbeard? CD, Scary Terry, Evans, Cup, pick 3. I'm probably just gonna bench Evans here.
Yeah, bench Evans. Man, you got a good team.
Yep.
Oh, okay. How about Bandsman, Kittle or Bowers?
Kittle.
Yeah, go Kittle here. Lock him in. And for one more, will Kenneth Walker play? No idea, William. No idea. But don't feel great about
looking good.
He does.
Yeah, not looking good.
Damian Hernandez, Guerendo, and Kyron have Tracy and Najee.
Yeah, maybe I just go Guerendo tonight. I'm not feeling good about Tracy or Najee.
Yeah.
You got to start Kyron.
All right. And now I think it's probably too late because if you have anybody for tonight, they should have been in your lineup. Otherwise, it's too late. So hopefully we got to everybody's questions that we needed to. Yeah, I think that's it. Unless we have any last second. We always have last second super chats. Nope.
That's too late. Game kicked off.
Yeah. Maybe anything for Sunday. All right. Well, either way, I know everyone's going to start watching the game as well. All right, real quick, let's get back to Arthur. Since you asked, Arthur's always on here.
All right.
It's funny that you say that. No, it was like 8. I think it was 8 years ago because 2016 is when I started Rotoballer. Chris started Rotoballer shortly afterwards. As a writer, I was a writer, and then an editor, and then we started podcasting, like just audio. Those were the
Oh man, we had so much trouble with that. Oh my god.
Yes, we did. Gotten much, much better. So don't go looking for all the old ones. But yeah, that's it. It's been a few years, but we're very, very, very similar in a lot of ways, interests and the way we think and things like that. So just
first pass of the game goes to Deebo, incomplete.
The squeaky wheel is getting greased. No. All right, guys. I know everyone's signing off to watch the game. Good luck tonight. We'll be back on Saturday for the big start sit show and injury updates. So keep it locked on here. Like, subscribe if you haven't yet. And, of course, put notifications on so you know when we go live. Still more videos coming out tomorrow, next day, every day, basically. So keep it locked here. Good luck, everyone.